And the Acosta Bridge is shining bright in pride colors once again tonight after a back and forth with the Jacksonville Transportation Authority over proper permitting.
We're going to have more on that in just a moment, but first, we've learned that another Florida city was denied using rainbow colors on its bridge. On your sides, Robert Bradfield is live in downtown with how that city is hoping to work around a recent decision also made by FDOT. Robert?
Well, and just like the reason here by JTA to light up the Acosta Bridge for Pride Month, the mayor of Sarasota said he wanted to do the same, but he was told no. Now he's trying to change that.
These multicolored lights will stay on the Acosta Bridge for now, but about 300 miles away, the Ringling Bridge in Sarasota is not as colorful.
It just seems like this particular time we're getting more pushback than I would have anticipated.
Mayor Hagan Brody says he planned to honor Pride Month by lighting up the bridge, but he was shot down by the state.
It was pretty clear to me that they did not want to approve it.
He's looking at taking control of the bridge's maintenance so his city can have the authority to use any combination of colors whenever they choose.
I hope that we can come to some resolution to be able to express our community's inclusive nature in the future.
The controversy over the colors on the Acosta Bridge caught the attention of Carissa Wade, a board member of River City Pride.
We have one of the greatest cities in the country, and we want that city to say, hey, you're great too.
Wade believes the bridge should not be the focus, but hopes it starts a conversation about acceptance and inclusiveness and learning why the colors are important to begin with.
It may just be a lit bridge to some people, but to some of us, it's a beacon of hope. It's a beacon of that our city has not forgotten about us, that we do matter. Our lives matter.
Mayor Brody says he is still in talks with FDOT to come up with a possible compromise or understanding. He also tells me tonight it is his hope that the Ringling Bridge will be lit up in rainbow colors sometime by the end of this month. We are live in downtown Jacksonville tonight. Robert Bradfield, First Coast News, on your side.
Thank you, Robert. Now, we reached out to FDOT several times today, and they told us, quote, while the schematic yesterday was not previously submitted or approved in accordance with the bridge lighting policy, the department has since authorized its use, as it is obviously a matter of broad community interest. We spoke with a local LGBTQ youth leader who says that these lights represent pride and acceptance.
This thing with the bridge seems like, oh, it's not such a big deal. They're going to go back up tonight, thank goodness. But the message is still out there. Young people will still hear it. It will be internalized, and it's challenging.
So we have been pouring through the permits and the documents that we've received from both agencies today, and here is what we know to be true. In the original permitting from the construction of the bridge, JTA was given permanent approval to change the colors of the bridge for these reasons: Jaguars games, breast cancer awareness, and for several holidays that include New Year's, Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, as well as the right to change red, white, and blue for patriotic holidays. However, if JTA wants to change the colors of the bridge outside of these, the agency is supposed to file paperwork ahead of time to be considered for approval. FDOT told us that it had not received any requests for variances to the lighting colors or sequences for the Acosta Bridge. But that has not stopped JTA from coloring the bridge all kinds of non-conforming light schemes. Previous displays did not generate any pushback from FDOT. However, the agency told us that it received, quote, several complaints about the pride colors. Now, we asked for those complaints. Officials told us they don't have any record of them to share with us. So we also reached out to the mayor's office for comment. We have not yet heard back.